Why is it that Dizzy is such a bitch? If I wouldn't have quit 1025 The Bone and left, he wouldn't have had the gig. Funk that.
Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppy's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at? Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. We the hottest, search about us. Competition microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-B-P-E. 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 You already know Happy Hour in your system.
Oh, yeah. You know what today is. Every day there is a national day. And I am a big supporter of this one.
Hello there. Welcome back.
It is National Hummus Day.
What's hummus?
Hummus? Oh, I love hummus. Hummus. It's a yummus.
Hummus. Thoughts?
Hummus. I can't have hummus. It's healthy.
We brought some hummus. What's in it? Chickpeas, tahini, some paprika.
I'm making hummus.
Making hummus, he says, like it's perfectly natural. No one makes hummus.
You knew today was National Hummus Day.
Let's begin.
I remember back in like 2013, I had hummus for the first time, and my life was changed. Oh, it's so freaking good. You gotta dip it in pretzels. I am live from Arlington Heights, Illinois, and we have so much to talk about today. Today might be a 2.5 hour show, to be honest with you. So, I'll get to everything going on in Chicago, but it was funny. I was going to record at the Arlington Heights Memorial Library. But first of all, I'm recording in my childhood room. Oh, I jerked off a lot in here. The thing, though, is like I did last night. The thing is this. I was hoping to record at the Arlington Heights Memorial Library because that is where this show began in 2013. The song I play, you know that song Man Down I play, those rap songs I produced? We produced them at the library. So I was feeling all nostalgic. I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to go to Chicago. And I'm here for my cousin's graduation. And I'm going to record Happy Hour at the library in the studio. It's nostalgic. It's where the show began. So I'm freaking excited. Had my cousin's graduation yesterday, which I'll get to. Then I got to hang out with all my radio heroes from B96 in Portage, Indiana. We'll get to that. But I'm like, you know what? It's Monday. It's time to go to the library and record Happy Hour. Now, I'm here with my mom, because she lives in Illinois. So what happened was, I don't have a library card. Because I haven't lived here in 11 years. So the room could only be rented by my mom. You know what I'm saying? The room could only be used if my mom used a library card. But in the past, like when I was doing it in 2013, my friends would make rap songs there. And my friends would be like, they would let my friends use it while I walked around the library. This freaking nerd of a librarian, this freaking loser of a librarian, this freaking moron of a librarian, he talked like this. He's like a bald 40-year-old, kind of looked like an American version of Prince Harry, kind of, like that type of hair color. He goes, he can only be in the room if you're in the room. So first, I'm like, you know what? That sounds okay. And then I get into the room, and the room is small. And then I'm thinking about how loud I am. And I'm like, I can't have this at the library. So we walked out. And I guess my mom said to the guy, well, yeah, you know, like, she went to go, like, because they gave us like a doorknob, like a little door hanger that says you're in room A. And she went to go give it to the guy and be like, oh, he has stage fright when I'm in the room. And the guy like kind of just shook his head like, whatever. You know what, man? You're a friggin' jackass. Really? Is it that important? My mom's in the room. I'm talking about blowjobs. You think it's that necessary? That really rubbed me the wrong way. You know what else has been freaking weird in Illinois? The sun. Now you say, what's so weird about the sun? It's strange. I forgot that the sun comes out in Chicago and in the suburbs in Illinois at like 5:20 a.m. So on like Saturday morning, I'm like, is it 7 already? I feel like I didn't sleep at all because I went to bed at 1. Freaking, it was like sunny out at like 5:20 a.m. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Totally forgot about that. That really threw me off. You know what else has been throwing me off? These Illinois drivers. If you're not going 80 on the highway, you're going too slow. And what happens is I go the speed limit. But if you go 80 on the highway in Florida, you're getting your ass pulled over. But down here, please, we all applaud you if you go that speed limit. And I don't like that. Because I drove to Portage, Indiana, because the B96 radio station, when it was good, was having a reunion. And it had DJ Spin, Bad Boy Bill, Julian Jumpin' Perez, and Tim Spinnin' Schomer. And my radio hero was the MC of the party, known as Eddie Volkman of the Eddie and Jobo Show. The same guy that recorded this.
Hey, what's up? This is Eddie Volkman from the Eddie and Jobo radio show, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, this is April Pillowpuff. Hi there. This is Marge McDouche.
It's very strange for me because I first heard about their show in like 2003. We were driving into the city and I saw their billboard and I was like, I must listen. So I know the running joke throughout my life is, oh, you're influenced by 30 radio shows. But Eddie and Jobo were the first one. They popped my radio cherry. And the fact that I got to hang out with Eddie Volkman for like 2 hours is freaking unreal. That dude needs to write a book. His stories are freaking amazing. But something kind of funny happened. I got an experience of Indiana. Oh, did I ever? Okay. So this party was thrown, it was at an amphitheater outside, and not like the Florida amphitheater. It's like a smaller venue. I didn't really know what I was going to because I've never really gone to Portage, Indiana, because I never really want to go to Indiana. And Indiana just has that bad rap. Like Eddie was up there and he announces to the crowd and he goes, why does it smell like skunks down there? Because we all know weed is illegal in Indiana. It's freaking funny. But I get there, and there's no parking. There's like a parking lot that can maybe fit 200 cars, and there were like 3,500 people in this crowd. I posted it at Ryan Hoppe Radio. They were doing that song, Zombie Nation. No, 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 no. I can't play it because of copyright. But it was freaking unreal. But I could not find parking in this small little town. So I see like a car repair shop. Like one of those shops that like will detail your car or whatever. And it had like an entrance. Like, you know, like you drive over the curb and the entrance was long enough for 2 cars to block the entrance. So the right side of the entrance had a red car that was blocking. And I'm thinking, oh, you know, that's just somebody parking for the concert. So I go around the car and I park in the parking lot of the building that was the car repair shop / detail place. So I walk across the street, I go to the venue, I'm hanging out with all my radio heroes, and it's great. When I tell you I was there from 8 p.m. to 10:30, I'm on the top of the world. I got all these pictures, which, by the way, you will not see many more pictures of me this vacation. I took like 15 freaking pictures on Saturday, and my whole thing is that I don't take a lot of pictures of myself, and I'm like, I'm even sick of it. But you have to. But I took the pictures with the guys. I met Julian Jumpin' Perez, who's like the greatest DJ. Him and Bad Boy Bill, everybody. But Julian Jumpin' Perez is just a household name. I meet him. He's very cordial. So Eddie's like, I'm leaving now. I got to go to a racetrack tomorrow at 11 a.m. with my wife, Amber. And I'm like, you know what? I want to leave too. I got to go to my cousin's graduation tomorrow at like 2 p.m. So Eddie leaves, I leave. So I'm putting up the picture of me and Jumpin' Perez around 10:30. This is where it gets good. So I'm crossing the street. I post the picture. I'm like, yes, that was the greatest night of my life. All of a sudden, this guy who's really skinny, probably my age, I got to be careful how I describe him. I don't want to insult him too much. But I did not realize, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that repair shop was also attached to someone's house. I'm kind of glad that I'm not at the library because I can emulate his voice. Oh, we've been recording for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Make a wish. The guy goes, hey, what the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? I'm like, what? Like, this is my fucking house, man. And you're going to park in my parking lot, man. You're going to park in my driveway, man. Even though it didn't look like a driveway. And he pulls out his camera. He starts like trying to like reach it into my face because he's like 5'6" and I'm 6'9". And I'm like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Over and over, I am so sorry. He's like, why the fuck would you park in my parking lot, man? Over and over. And he's like filming a license plate, and I drive off, and he's like, fuck you, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How many more times can I say that I'm sorry? You know that moment where you're just so sorry and you want the person to forgive you? That was that. So, to that guy, I'm sorry.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Boys are rotten, made out to cotton. Girls are sexy, made out to Pepsi. Boys are rotten, made out to cotton. Girls are sexy, made out to Pepsi.
fool, it's after the night now. Beep, beep, we're leaving the night out. To the prom when I come back to my house. What else I do? Man, she left a pair of her pantyhose. Made out of 50 and still don't know. But I'm fighting, oh, here she go.
Oh yeah, that's Tamara Jaber. Ooh, ah.
This is not headline news. 10 inmates escaped a New Orleans jail by dismantling a toilet.
Yeah.
Police may never find them because they have nothing to go on. Tom Cruise and Cuba Gooding Jr. reunited at Cannes. But this time when Cuba said, "Show me the money," he was actually hitting Tom up for cash. The Foo Fighters fired their drummer. And like most drummers, his next stop will be his girlfriend's couch. Burger King will remodel 400 of its restaurants this year. Most of the remodeling is just widening the doors to accommodate Burger King customers. And a reality show is being pitched where immigrants compete for U.S. citizenship.
Embarrassing.
It'll be called Major League Baseball Tryouts. This is not headline news.
The last joke they always have is the best. Unlike these jokes.
Train engineers went on strike, completely shutting down New Jersey transit lines into New York, in case you were wondering why the city smelled so nice.
The townspeople of Kimballton, Iowa, who are furious about their tap water having turned pink, must look on the bright side. The rats in your sewer system are having a girl.
In what counts as good news in 2025, the Menendez brothers have been resentenced for the 1989 murder of their parents after the judge said he did not believe the brothers posed a risk if released, unless someone adopts them.
A new survey found that the worst litterers in New York City are men from the Bronx and Queens, while women from the Bronx and Queens safely keep all their junk in the trunk.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPY. Do you ever wonder what it would be like if there was TikTok AI meditation?
Breathe in, breathe out. Just please don't swallow any Tide Pods. Feel your screen time melting away like your attention span. But keep your phone still. We're counting this as mindfulness. Notice each passing thought. If one of them is trying the Skullcracker Challenge, let it float downstream and out of Wi-Fi range.
Got it.
Now, slowly open your eyes and resist the primal urge to film yourself parkouring off the garage roof. Namaste and litigate another day.
A man was naked, found sleeping in a bed of a home he was ransacking. Here is the owner, Michael Duarte, talking about it.
As I stuck the key in, I could see the entire kitchen had been ransacked. Completely naked, sleeping in my bed. He was yelling to me and my friend and also the officers, "I'm going to kill you, I'm going to effing kill you." He ate a box of ice cream sandwiches. He ate Dole Whip, a whole box of Beyond Beef burgers. He stuck in the microwave, cooked them, and then ate them. And then spit a big wad of gum of the size of a softball, like on my kitchen table.
Sounds like a real catch. I wonder if that guy, if you have to like get a new bed, if that would freak you out. So there was a man who purposely knocks down a waiter's tray of foods. It was at Garcia's Seafood Grill along the Miami River. Of course, it's Florida. Thanks, guys. Here's the owner of the place, Luis Garcia.
Knocked over the tray full of food, which was unfortunate. It was Mother's Day. We had to make that food again. We had to clean the floors. My first response was anger. He literally walks up to one of our staff and kind of puts his chest in his, which was uncalled for. When he was approached, he got aggressive. This type of behavior warrants that we find this person.
Yeah, good luck with that. He probably looked like every Florida man. Moms left 4 children in an unlocked car with a bag of weed while they got drunk at a bar. Here is some of the body cam recording of people finding the kids.
We found her going up and down here. She took us to the car.
Yeah, one's sleeping on the right and the other one's...
Oh, there is 2 of them in there.
Your kids have been here for hours. Hours?
Where have you been?
I went in and goes to the bathroom.
Really? Because we got a call about 45 minutes ago from people walking around saying this, your daughter running around in the parking lot, no parents around.
Well, when I was looking through the car to find any ID in the glove box, popped it open, there's a bag of weed in the glove box. Yeah. So those kids have been in the car for how long with weed? They could have easily accessed that as well.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be the worst thing. I'm just kidding. I feel like Gen X, I feel like that happened a lot. I hear a lot of my Gen X friends talk about how they went to a bar and they would watch their parents drink or whatever. And now that's frowned upon. So, there was a wedding that was catered with free Dairy Queen. Here are the newlyweds and the Dairy Queen operator.
I just was like, this literally makes so much sense.
So Dairy Queen, help girl out.
We immediately looked at it and thought, we got to do something. I've heard it for 30 years now that I should somehow get involved with Dairy Queen. My future in-laws came into town last night and they were like, hey, let's go to Brahms. And I said, no. You don't understand. We're Dairy Queen spokespeople now. We're going to Dairy Queen.
Nice. It says here, I don't know what to say to that. TikTok will prompt kids to meditate if they keep scrolling past 10 p.m. If the kid is on friggin' TikTok after 10 p.m., I think we have a problem. 1 in 5 workers check their email at least 20 times a day. That's me, man. I'm always checking to see if anybody new got laid off or if any of the potential guests of Happy Hour hit me up or whatever. Foods that should never be reheated in the microwave. Hard-boiled eggs, foods rich in vitamin C like broccoli, bell peppers, berries, and leafy greens, chicken, seafood, and steak. If you microwave steak, it causes an uneven reheat. I don't know, man. I'm the type of guy, if I have a big-ass steak in front of me, you know what I do? Do you want to know what I do? Do you care about what I do? What I do is I just eat the whole thing. Leftover steak just ain't it. All right. What's going on in the world of TMZ?
Today on TMZ.
The defense is now cross-examining Cassie Ventura.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I know Cassie's a victim of domestic abuse and whatnot. And I know there's Stockholm Syndrome, and I know you can fall in love with your abusers, but man, did she get around!
There are a lot of people in the courtroom confused about why the prosecutors obsess over domestic violence that isn't really related to the crimes for which Diddy is charged.
Okay. Do I think he should beat up Cassie? No. But the thing is, here's the problem where I'm a little afraid about the defense of Diddy, is the sex trafficking doesn't really seem to go with what Cassie's doing. Cassie's not a part of the sex trafficking. If anything, she was around it and potentially enabled it. See what I'm saying?
She laid out a lot of criminal conduct, but it's state criminal conduct. And the question is, how do prosecutors close the loop on bringing it back to the counts that he's facing in this federal trial?
Justin Bieber, he has the biggest bonk, and he's smirking.
He's literally just laughing at all the people who are concerned about it.
But hey.
I don't know. If you are really concerned about Justin Bieber smoking weed, get a life.
Haley confronted him and was like, hey, we have a kid now. Like, you have to stop smoking weed.
Weed is not an impediment to parenting.
When you smoke weed, don't you get a head change?
I'm different, but in a more brilliant way.
I would hope so.
Joe Jonas seems to have a new love interest in his life.
Hell yeah, you know that guy gets around.
He was on a 3-hour date.
Joe Jonas went through it.
That's gonna suck. You're on a first date, you're just trying to get your rocks off, and you got the freaking paparazzi taking pictures of you.
3-hour date.
Joe Jonas went through a very public, nasty divorce. Does she say, I heard about this?
No.
I think it came up.
Of course it came up.
Harvey, you think she brings up, so you were accused of kidnapping?
Chris Brown has international issues after being arrested in Manchester.
Yeah, he's a moron. Why would you go somewhere where there is this thing that is called a warrant for your arrest? But then again, criminals are stupid.
Or a 2-year-old warrant.
Chris Brown went over there for a tour. Clearly he didn't know that he was about to be,
Can you outrun the law like that?
I got a parking fine in America and they found my Australian address.
Did you pay it or you said,
no, I'm still not paying it?
It's going to go up and up and up and up.
At some point they'll start seizing stuff.
They'll take away your boomerangs. They'll take away everything.
All right. So this party has just began. Oh, we have so much to get in today. It's freaking crazy. So we're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going and going after this.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
It's a new day. Where did she go? I don't know.
Mi amor, ¿a dónde te fuiste? ¿No te das cuenta que te estoy buscando? No me estás escuchando. Fed up again, I guess I messed up again. Or spread up again, I should've fessed up again. Like Boozy's just a friend and I'm a man, I don't pretend. Why would I waste my time with a 9? I got a 10. When I'm out, I'm working boo. When I'm home, I'm working you. Or fuck the green when you blue, girl. You know how I do. I crack a joke or two, then give you a poke or two. Take us a toke or two, do what I'm supposed to do. Open up doors for you, pull up your chair. I really care, babe, I want you here. I need you right next to me. Flex with me, back and forth texting me. More than just sex with me, girl, I need you in my destiny. Deep inside my chest with me. Secret on my recipe, girl, I need you. And all them things that you do, you keep running away when I'm looking for you.
And fighting the blood, sweat and tears while you build your career. And yeah, I played the back, never in it for the money. Always had my own stacks, never made you feel trapped. Never ever did I slack. If you was going on tour, I would have your bags packed. Listen, and nobody could ever say I'm out there crazy. Whether you was home or gone, I was still your lady. So much more than a woman, I will run them routes. Always right by your side, ready to thug it out. Always showing up with class, for what more could you ask me? If I did the math, I'm on O, you on 5. I put up with your lies and all your little sides, but my love was so strong, so I held it all inside. And I should've been, I could've been your one and only. But you strayed so many times and you left me lonely.
Wasted my nights. I gave you my heart, I gave you my life. I told you my story, I gave you the truth. Every bit I had left, I gave it to you. You told me a secret, I kept it with me, and then I became it effortlessly. I'm hoping you listen like in the beginning when we were both wishing to be in position. The minutes, the hours, the days. My life is a book, the words of the page. Do you ever feel a ways when you see me on stage? Do you stand in the maze with your eyes all glazed? Been on my mind all day like Lilo Lilo label. When the high goes away, it's like my mind blows away. But my mind always say, if she love you, she return and never be a coward. Cause cowards never learn. Yeah. Where did she go? She's running away. She's running away. Happy Hour will be right back.
How the hell are you? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you and you. And don't think I forgot about you. This following segment has been brought to you by DZ Beezy Honey at dzbeezyhoney.com. When I tell you they got the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, a man of my words, it comes in the form of a lollipop, lollipop, the wrapper, a honey stick or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, go to dzbeezyhoney.com, okay? Use promo code HOPPE, HOPPE.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Hey, what's up? It is Kevin Ralston, host of the KVJ Show, and you are listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, what's going on? It's Virginia from the KVJ Show at 97.9 WRMF, and you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
You bring the coffee, I'll bring the chaos. This is Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, that rhymes. By the way, I prefer energy drinks, baby.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
What up? Hello! Burn in hell!
Turn the radio up, it's time for 3.
I got it.
Ryan's here with the latest spiel.
Whatever.
Sex and stars and
I love sex.
real. Happy Hour hits with a funky feel. Date nights crashing like a scene at dawn. It's the gossip train that you're riding.
We do gossip.
Ryan's got the scoop from
I just don't like when Rover does it about me, you little bitch.
all belong. Happy, it's the hour great.
We know that's your kid, bud.
Send the beats that way.
No reason to hide it.
Behave. Tune in.
Fuck you, douchey.
Behave. Celebs in the mix, it's a hot affair. From crushes to whispers, we're all aware.
Yeah.
Every secret told with a naughty flair. Happy Hour's live and it's everywhere.
I got it.
Happy, it's the hour crave.
856
Got the juice and the
49 Hobby.
Turn it
That's 856-494-6773.
Don't you miss?
I'm currently recording in my childhood bedroom, looking around like, man, if you were to get a blue light in here, you'd see a lot of semen.
Each word, every perfect rhyme. Love and laugh, it's the...
Happy Hot Topic.
Kelly Clarkson reveals what brings out her gangster side.
Oh, jeez.
American Idol winner and former The Voice coach Kelly Clarkson shared a wild story during a recent episode of her talk show.
Oh, baby.
One of her guests was Pitch Perfect star Anna Kendrick, and during
Anna Kendrick just rubs me the wrong way.
their chat, Clarkson recalled an experience that brought out her gangster side.
What? Doing Ozempic and getting way too skinny? I preferred thick Kelly Clarkson. There's more to love. Now she looks like a toothpick.
Kelly Clarkson was prompted to yell into the abyss. On May 15th, the Instagram page for The Kelly Clarkson Show shared a clip of the conversation between Clarkson and Kendrick. Kendrick talked about doing some doom scrolling on her phone late at night, and she came across folklore about what to do if one hears a whistle while in the woods at night. According to what she came across, one should never acknowledge the whistle, or it would lead to trouble.
All right, there you go.
She explained, if you hear something, no you didn't. If you hear your name, no you didn't.
This is putting me to sleep. I don't. I care.
Hashtag PSSP with Kaylee Hartog.
Mr. Kaylee. Hey guys. Welcome to Pop Stars.
What up,
Pop
baby?
Star sneak peek. This feels like a rite of passage.
Are you ready?
Let's do this. I am ready. As I get to tell
Shut
you
up!
guys
Get to the
that
fucking news. No one cares.
Tom Cruise is back. This week, he's hitting the screen one last time as Mission Impossible's Ethan Hunt. And he might be hanging up this high-flying character, but that doesn't mean he's done with those death-defying stunts. Here's what Tom told the Hollywood Reporter on the red carpet at the premiere last night.
A
couple of
What did he say? I'm not going to be a deadbeat dad anymore?
years ago that you would keep making Mission Impossible movies into your 80s. Is that still true?
I actually said I'm going to make movies into my 80s. I don't know what. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a deadbeat dad. I'm in a cold. I'm a fuckhead.
Maybe movies, actually, I'm going to make them into my hundreds. I will never stop.
Oh, yeah. What about that daughter that hates you?
We will always.
I believe it.
I believe him. He's 60.
All right, I cannot listen to you. You're just a bunch of cackling hens over at the Today Show. Report the news and shut up, okay? Does that work?
Happy Hot Topic.
Jesus Christ.
Keeping up with Pete Davidson's relationship milestones, the comedian and his girlfriend Elsie Hewitt made their red carpet debut at the Endometriosis Foundation of America's Blossom Ball in New York City on Thursday, and she dressed just like his ex Kim Kardashian Hewitt, 29, stunned in a shimmering semi-sheer gold gown reminiscent of the skin-tight Marilyn Monroe dress that Kardashian
Oh, wow. So she's trying to rub it in while Kim doesn't care.
Kardashian, 44, wore to the 2022 Met Gala. The Kardashian star posed beside Davidson at the time, with her platinum locks slicked back into a bun. Hewitt wore her hair in a similar style for the ball, completing her look with gold earrings and strappy black heels, while Davidson, 31, sported a Dior tuxedo at the Met Gala with Kardashian. He opted for a more casual look Thursday.
Yeah, that's a pity.
The duo, who refrained from packing on the PDA at the event, went
Yeah, you know, she's like, I'll give you a head later, but we ain't making out in public.
public with their romance in March. Six broke the news weeks prior that Davidson was dating someone very different from anybody he's ever dated before. An insider shared that Hewitt respected the King of Staten Island star's desire for privacy. We confirmed Thursday that
All right. So they're keeping it private and they're having sex.
Happy Hot Topic.
I saw this news, and if any of the MAGA morons were cheering on Biden getting cancer, fuck you.
Joe Biden is thanking the public for their support during his cancer battle.
And listen, I can't stand Joseph Biden. I think he's a moron. I think he is stupid. But I don't want someone to have cancer.
On May 18th, the former president of the United States shared that he had been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. A statement from his personal office reads, "Last week, President Joe Biden was seen for a new finding of a prostate nodule after experiencing increasing urinary symptoms. On Friday, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, characterized by a Gleason score of 9. Group 5, with metastasis to the bone. And though Joe's cancer is considered high grade by the American Cancer Society, the statement says the cancer appears to be hormone sensitive, which allows for effective management. Just one day after revealing his diagnosis, the president wrote on Instagram, "Cancer."
And this guy was going to run for president. This is what I'm mad about. Do I want Trump in office? No. Do I want that side chick Kamala in office? No. But if he would have been able to run and get elected, we would have had, Kamala is president, but what I'm saying is, to anybody out there that is mad that America didn't vote for Kamala, you should be, I'm not going to say her name right, you should be mad at Biden that he didn't try to find a successor and not run. The whole system is messed up by a bunch of stupid boomers.
It touches us all. Like so many of you, Jill and I have learned that we are the strongest in the broken places.
Running America.
Thank you for lifting us up with love and support.
No problem, bud. You got a deadbeat son. Now, we're going to talk about Diddy. Aubrey O'Day, why not call her daddy? She's also got her own podcast, and all she's done is talk bad about Diddy, and rightfully so. But she's not going to testify, so she's done all this blah, 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 talking about Diddy, and then you don't want to try to bring him down? Shut up!
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic! So some people saw that you were going to be in New York, and they immediately started jumping to conclusions. So can you clear that up? First of all, are you here to testify in the Diddy trial?
Aubrey O'Day is setting the record straight.
She looks like Roger from American Dad. Way too much plastic surgery. I don't know why Hollywood thinks they need to do that.
During the premiere podcast episode of Amy Robach and TJ Holmes Present, Aubrey O'Day covering the Diddy trial released May 16th, the singer reveals whether or not she'll be taking the stand in the trial of her former boss, Sean Diddy Combs.
So some people saw that you were going to be in New York, and they immediately started jumping to conclusions. So can you clear that up? First of all, are you here to testify in the Diddy trial?
No, I'm not here to testify for the Diddy.
No, I'm just going to talk about it for clout, but not try to bring him down.
Diddy trial.
Because they probably did some stuff that was sketchy too.
That I know of.
Aubrey, who was a member of the girl group Danny D. Kane, which Combs formed on the MTV reality show Making the Band in 2005, then goes on to emphasize that she has no future plans to testify.
So then stop talking about it. It's not helping. You're just giving him more clout.
Saying it's become a matter of protecting her safety.
Okay, so then stop talking about it. Never talk about it again.
And like you said, I posted on my Instagram that I was here in New York and enjoying myself because I wanted to make it clear to everyone that I am not here testifying, because obviously if anyone knows at all anything about situations like this, or if you don't, let me explain to you. This is a very, you could potentially be in danger.
Okay, but you could also be a hero. We could applaud you. But no, you go out and call her daddy in your own show and talk about it. Never talk about him again. Because all you're doing is gossiping. Because you're irrelevant.
And it's not something that you go announce. It's not something that you frolic around about. You definitely don't speak about it.
So while the 41-year-old won't be taking the stand, she did share that she had a private meeting with Homeland Security regarding the allegations against the music mogul.
I was contacted by Homeland Security, and I did have a meeting with Homeland Security. They tell you to
shut up,
keep discretion with your meeting with us, obviously, because the trial has taken place, and you know the times we've talked in between since then. I feel.
Can you imagine the people that have to listen to these podcasts to like see what's being said for court? I'd be freaking bored. She got that monotone, bratty voice.
Well, it's a comfortable place where I can say that now.
Well, I don't know, man. Not that important. I thought you were so cool going on Color Daddy. But no, you're a brat.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
topic.
I don't know any father that would want their children to sit through testimony about how much their daddy liked to watch people lubricated.
Aubrey O'Day is sharing more thoughts on the Diddy trial. During the premiere podcast episode of Amy Robach and TJ Holmes Present, Aubrey O'Day, covering the Diddy trial, released May 16th. The singer gives her opinion on why...
Oh, so you're making stuff. Let me go back and hear this.
Present, Aubrey O'Day, covering the Diddy... During the premiere podcast episode...
Oh, so you're going to do a fucking podcast about it, but not testify? That's phony. That's fake. But you're fake. Your whole body's fake.
Of Amy Robach and TJ Holmes Present, Aubrey O'Day, covering the Diddy trial, released May 16th. The singer gives her opinion on why Sean Diddy Combs' kids are attending the trial.
The fact that the kids are marching up to that court, praying over everything and walking in with...
And hearing about their dad having prostitutes piss in Cassie's mouth. I know guy.
A bunch of women also that are encouraging it. I don't know any father that would want their children to sit through testimony about how much their daddy liked to watch people lubricated.
The music mogul's 7 kids, whom he shares with 4 different women, have been...
Hell yeah! I'm just kidding.
...been putting on a united front during their father's ongoing court proceedings.
It's gotta be freaking weird to know your dad's a scumbag.
Something which Aubrey believes is calculated.
It's concerning to me that the optics of them being there and supporting father are obviously a very strong play for the defense. The jury is seeing them in there. What kids would sit there through this if they didn't love their daddy and this was not true?
However, the 41-year-old thinks Combs' decision to have his children in the courtroom ultimately makes him look like a bad father.
I don't think they probably like to hear that either. It's telling to me. It means that daddy's being selfish and he...
And you're being selfish by doing a podcast about it, but not actually trying to bring them down.
Oh, happy hot topic.
Oh, man, what's going on here?
Cassie Ventura's husband, Alex Fine, is speaking out amid Sean Diddy Combs' criminal trial. Following the singer's testimony for her ex's sex trafficking trial, Fine releases a statement praising his wife's courage. The statement reads, "In the past 5 days, the world has gotten to witness the strength and bravery of my wife freeing herself from her past."
And hearing about her getting passed around like a blunt.
There has been speculation online surrounding how it must feel for me to sit there and listen to my wife's testimony. I have felt so many things sitting there.
Hearing about her, like, I mean, that can't be good, man. No guy wants to hear about their girl having sex in the past, but this cannot be ideal for him, man.
I have felt tremendous pride and overwhelming love for Cass. I have felt profound anger that she has been subjected to sitting in front of a person who tried to break her. Fine then went on to address Combs, who Ventura accused of forcing her to participate in drug-filled sex parties.
Hell yeah, not at all.
Known as, quote, freak-offs during their decade-long relationship.
Can you imagine hearing the sound in that room? Just be a bunch of moaning, be like an, I don't know.
Saying, "You did not break her spirit, nor her smile that lights up every room. You did not break the souls of the mother who gives the best hugs and plays the silliest games with our little girls.
And she gives good mouth hugs.
You did not break the woman who has made me a better man."
Alright. Whatever, man. You do you, boo. Because his name is Alex Fine, I want to play this song by Ja Rule, Too Fine. Okay?
Yeah. R-U-L-E. Honey the Crystal. Let's get him. Girl, you been checking on me, and I wanna know which free cut, what it's gonna be. You fucking with the rule, expect nothing less than diamonds, Benzes, Birkin, one thing's for certain. I'm searching for Miss right now, fucking this right, baby. If you like, I get you out of them nights, put you in them little cute peekaboo Jimmy Choos. If there's a problem, it's on you.
We got a problem. She's too fine. The way she works her body, man, is blowing my mind. I know I'm not gonna be okay if she leaves. And now she's got me looking her eyes, I can't resist. She's too fine. She's so fine.
So fine.
She's too fine. I'd give anything to make her mine. Girl, work your body. You got me all hypnotic. Can we get naughty? 'Cause girl, I want you bad. You're too fine. You want me now? I'm gonna try to get to you. Nothing that I can do. Everybody knows she's too fine. She's so fine. She's too fine. She's so fine. And I never thought I'd say
Black and Beatz vibes, baby.
Some girl, I used to be a player, but she's rocking my world. I know she's not gonna be okay if I leave. 'Cause now her friends are stepping over, talking to me. My situation's changed. I'm caught up in a game that I can't win. How am I gonna get up? 'Cause that ass I can't resist. She's too fine. She's so fine.
So fine.
She's too fine. I'd give anything to make her mine. Girl, work your body. You got me all hypnotic. Can we get naughty? 'Cause girl, I want you bad. You're too fine. You want me now? I'm gonna try to get to you. Nothing that I can do. Everybody knows she's too fine. She's so fine. She's too fine. She's so fine.
Let's break it down for 1 minute now.
She look more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I settle on my girl, what you can be. I am the one.
Black and
She took my hand to the floor, we got it done. The way she's shaking, man, there ain't no mistake.
Baby got too many issues, play too many games, got too many shoes to pack for 2 days. The good thing is I think she goes both ways. Head game main, brought 2 friends that look like twins. But let's play devil's advocate for a minute and handle our business. Bird off Goodman, baby, why wouldn't I give you everything your heart desires? You're so fine.
Work your body, you got me all hypnotic. Can we get naughty? 'Cause girl, I want you bad, you're too fine. You want me now? I'm gonna try to get to you. Nothing that I can do. Everybody knows she's too fine. She's so fine. She's too fine. She's so fine.
Crystal, now we do it.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Sure, me and Ryan, Hoppe.
Oh, yeah. This following segment was brought to you by Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE.com for the best pre- and post-workout around. At checkout, use promo code Ryan20 to save 20%. This is also being brought to you by WestChasePrinting.com, the best printing company in all of the Bay Area. On the invoice, tell them I sent you. This is being brought to you by Rich Cayley, Master Barbershop at RichKBarber.com. When I tell you he's the best barber in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words.
It's you and me and Ryan.
This is being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com, 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. I'm a little cranky because we're having minor technical difficulties, but we're still going to do the show. So let's hear from Hammer and Hank.
Hoppe, it's you and me and Ryan. Hoppe, it's you and me and Ryan.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Cameron Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Why is it that every time I come to Chicago, everybody wants to eat badly? I'm trying to look good for the Florida babes. Fuck that.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
This is Thor from the show on Rock 105.3 in San Diego, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Tom Bernard, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
The golden age of radio is alive and well on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yup.
Oh, yeah. Non-stop.
Yo, it's Hoppe Hour, we about to go live. Tampa Bay News is the place we arrive. From the beach to the bay and the city's crazy moves. We got stories hotter than the Florida grooves. Tampa Bay News, we making it spin. On Hoppe Hour where the real begins.
I got it.
Turn it up loud, let's get in the mix.
Whatever.
To the world, we bringing the fix. Bringing the fix, we bringing the fix. Bringing the fix, we bringing the fix.
I got it.
Bringing the fix, we bringing the fix.
Whatever.
Bringing the fix, come on. Ryan Hop on the mic,
Hoppe.
Fire again.
Yeah.
National waves and the city's his friend. Talking headlines, man, you can't resist.
Yeah.
Scoop hitting harder than a clenched fist. Tampa Bay News, we making it spin. On Hoppe Hour where the real begins. Turn it up loud, let's get in the mix. From St. Pete to the world, we bringing the fix. Bringing the fix.
All right. Enough of that.
A former Tampa police officer will spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Loser!
After he was handed down a lengthy prison sentence today. It comes after Paul Mumford was convicted earlier this year on 100 counts of possessing child pornography.
This is a Jim Norton bit from Opie and Anthony, but I cannot imagine being a pedophile and being attracted to kids. They're annoying.
Fox 13's Kylie Jones is joining us now.
What up, babe?
With those details. Kylie?
Breonna Paul Mumford was working as a reserve officer with the Tampa Police Department when more than 100 images of child...
A dirty cop? No, it never happened.
Police Department when more than 100 images of child porn were found on his devices. Today, his attorney pushed the judge to consider the harshness of the sentence. But prosecutors said this was all no accident.
Yeah, there's no way you just have that. I don't even want to think about what it could be on that computer. Child porn's one of those things that just horrifies me.
The tables turned for a former Tampa police officer as he was convicted of the types of crimes that he would once investigate. Earlier this year, Paul Mumford was found guilty of 100 counts of possession of child pornography. On Friday, he sat handcuffed in a Hillsborough County courtroom waiting to be sentenced.
And I'm seeing all these comments. Oh, he's going to get the death penalty in prison from the prison mates. You do realize that if you have a pedophile, from what I've heard, like reading online, I've never been to prison. I don't want to be. That they literally protect the pedophiles.
He said 162 identified exploited children that were located in the images on his device.
It began with a tip in 2021 that led investigators to search Mumford's devices. Prosecutors said they found more than 100 images of child porn and numerous stories that Mumford appeared to have written about what prosecutors called his desires and interest in the child porn that was found on his devices.
So like fan fiction?
One criminal act of pointing and clicking and downloading a series of files.
Mumford.
What I've always been fascinated by is the cops that have to look at those pictures. That's no good.
Was a TPD officer from 1986 to 2015 when he retired as a sergeant. Shortly after, he rejoined the department as a reserve officer. The department confirmed that Mumford worked in the sex crimes unit from 2008 to 2009. On Friday, his attorney argued the sentencing guidelines are disproportionate and incredibly harsh for the
He's a pedophile. It should be harsh.
Conduct that he's convicted of.
Frankly, it's not harsh enough, buddy.
These files were, whomever deleted them.
Oh, deleted this. Fuck you.
Were deleted in a 26-second period.
All right, I don't even want to listen to that moron.
All new tonight, the death penalty will be on the table for the suspected Florida State University shooter.
Just kill him now. Get it over with. Burn it out.
At this moment, Phoenix Eichner remains in jail, charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 7 counts of attempted murder. In Florida, being convicted of first-degree murder comes with a mandatory life sentence. The Leon County State Attorney says he plans to seek the death penalty, and his team is working right now to file the notice of intent. He says his team is also working on the motive.
That he's a loser and a scumbag, and his mom's a pig, literally, and a cop.
Often the question of why is something that people will wrestle with for the rest of their lives, but we're going to do the best to answer it as best we can, even if that answer is we don't know.
If Eichner is convicted, the sentencing...
I love his mugshot. He got shot in the face. Not so pretty now, you little bitch.
Sentencing phase would begin. 8 of 12 jurors would need to agree to sentence him to death.
Yeah. Kill him now. Get him in the electric chair and just cook him. And just kill him. Bye, bitch. Bye. Burn in hell. Eye for an eye. That's what the Eastern culture of the planet does well. Bye, bitch. But no, we got to give him rights.
Thanks, Stacey. A former federal prosecutor will now have to go to trial. He faces charges over a stabbing incident on the Howard Franklin Bridge. Today, a Pinellas County judge rejected a stand-your-ground defense of Patrick Scruggs. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson reports that the former prosecutor is now facing serious felony charges.
He shot. He tried to kill somebody on the Howard Franklin.
Former prosecutor Patrick Scruggs claims he was justified in his actions and had no obligation to retreat the day he repeatedly stabbed a man on the Howard Franklin Bridge. Today, a Pinellas County judge rejected those claims and ordered him to trial. There are multiple videos from September 26, 2023, showing Patrick Scruggs repeatedly stabbing a man after a minor traffic accident on the Howard Franklin Bridge.
Loser! I bet you listen to Cowhead every morning.
Several witnesses say Scruggs looked enraged when he used a knife to break out a driver's window and then stab him.
Saw the knife in his hand, and I said, oh my gosh, he's got a knife in his hand. He's stabbing that person. That's what's happening. That's what's
happening, baby.
Made me just absolutely sick.
On the stand, Scruggs testified he saw a passed out driver who he thought was attempting to leave the scene.
So you stab him?
So he says he did what he had to do to stop him.
I was just trying to get him to either turn off the engine and get out of the car or just get out of the car on his own.
But today,
that's not your business, though, dude.
Judge Keith Meyer rejected the defense of stand your ground under Florida law. The judge saying in part, based on the circumstances as they appeared to the defendant, a reasonable and prudent person would not have used the same force as the defendant used. As a result of the ruling, the judge set a trial date in September when Patrick Scruggs will face felony charges of aggravated assault and aggravated battery.
Loser. A loser.
Obviously, he must have hit one too many people as a linebacker because his brain...
God, I can't stand fucking Grady Joe. Shut up. You're a little bitch. And I know people that work for you, and one day you're nice, and the next day you're a moron.
Obviously, he must have hit one too many people as a linebacker because his brain cells are scrambled.
A former Bucks player is facing disturbing charges tonight. Adarius Taylor was among more than 240 people arrested in a Polk County sheriff's sting dubbed "Fool Around and Find Out."
I hate how they have to name everything. It's just so Grady Judd. Look at me. Look at me. Do you notice how all the weird stories and all the scumbags come from Polk County? Yeah, you're arresting them, but that's the fucking county you lead. There's a lot of problems, moron.
News Channel 8's Polk County Bureau reporter Stacy De Silva is live in Lakeland tonight with a look.
I feel bad for someone that would have to be in charge of Polk County. It sucks.
Look at who else was arrested and some new faces embedded in that operation. Stacy.
Yeah, Stacey, some of those were for the first time ICE officials as part of this multi-day undercover operation. Again, it was a prostitution and human trafficking sting called Fool Around and Find Out.
A lot of people fooled around and found out.
Oh, really?
255 people to be.
What are his skeletons? There's got to be something about him, man.
Exact, according to Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd, including Arthur Lark II, a twice convicted murderer now accused of soliciting a prostitute.
They're showing a picture. They're showing like a little, it's like a little display of all 200 mugshots at the press conference because Grady Judd always has to do a press conference, and they all look like listeners of the bone, just mutants.
Instead of doing minor crimes and working up, he did major crimes and is working down.
11 others are accused of talking to and or meeting up with someone they thought was a minor for sex, but really was an undercover detective.
We had people come from 12 different states to be arrested in Polk County, Florida.
The sheriff says for the first time, ICE was embedded in the operation.
15% of the people that we arrested weren't even supposed to be in this country.
Oh, no! I wish you weren't in this country.
Also on scene for the sting, law enforcement officials from all over the country attending Polk County's 8-week-long National Public Safety Innovation Academy.
You're there from about 5 in the evening to about 3 in the morning.
Lieutenant Craig Blessing works for the Harford County Sheriff's Office in Maryland, which he says also conducts human trafficking stings.
Not to this magnitude. The technology that they have, the way they set the operation up, the weeks of planning that go into it.
Whatever, man. You guys do your thing.
First up at 10, it's Friday night, which means the bars are going to be hopping and happening.
Hell yeah, you sound real Caucasian and real out of touch.
Meaning a higher likelihood that customers could be using a fake ID. Well, Tampa Police Department.
I know a morning radio host that got his kid a fake ID.
It's tired of it. They're cracking down on it. Over the last few weeks, in fact, officers have made 50 arrests in what social media has called Operation Buzzkill. Fox 13's Genevieve Curtis reports.
But here it's 21 and over after 8 p.m.
At Fat Tuesdays in Ybor, anyone walking in can expect to get their ID scanned by one of these.
So I think when people see that we're using like a really up-to-scale device, I don't think they even bother to try.
Yeah, what would be the point?
Device also makes an alert like this.
Plus, your food's overpriced anyway, honey.
If an ID has been scanned more than once, preventing passbacks. Manager Shy Blue says bouncers also make a visual check for those who might be using someone else's ID, just to make sure they're not serving any underage patrons.
I feel 100% responsible, especially as the GM here. I really do. I'm responsible for their safety, the quality of the bar. It's my responsibility.
Whatever.
Over the past few weeks, TPD officers were making ID checks of their own in Ybor and Soho, checking for fake IDs and underage drinking.
How old are you?
I'm 18. I came in as 18 plus.
Came in as 18 plus. It's 21 and over tonight, so let me see your fake ID. Go and have a seat. If you have a fake ID, I can work with you on it. Or if you lie about it, try and hide it, then I'm taking you to jail for a felony.
Social media quickly dubbed it Operation Buzzkill.
Yeah, those cops are buzzkill. While they're doing that, your wife is cheating on you.
The real one or the fake one? Okay.
TPD says over the past few weeks, they've made more than 50 arrests. And for Blue, the effort is appreciated.
Whatever, man. And then finally, in Tampa Bay news.
Popular way to get around St. Pete, electric scooters and bikes. And soon there will be 900 new scooters coming to the area.
Why? They're just going to fucking ride in the middle of the road in downtown St. Pete where there's no room.
As the city looks to create more transportation options. Fox 13's Genevieve Curtis looked at...
I don't even need to hear about the fucking scooters. I can't stand the scooters because no one puts them back properly. Tampa Bay loves to have nice things and then ruin it for each other. Brianna Chicken Fry LaPaglia is trying out jorts in her bisexual fashion era. Just like my ex.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before. Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppy of Hoppy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah. In case you ain't know. Guns. Roll, nigga. What? Empire. Empire. I know y'all see me.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her.
I get you.
She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. 'Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming at me. Oh.
Breathe, is the air too thin up here? The watch too bright up here. The sun glistening off the bezel, leaving them little shadows of ice on your face like freckles. Shoot it in a button on one of my best suits, and that pound is shined up like church shoes. I gotta make my next move my best move, even if that move don't involve you. 'Cause there's a lot of people that would love to be in your position, whether it was right for your mission. My mission is to make sure I stay in your system like heroin. So therefore it's me that you're hooked on. But sick of, don't be nodding off and getting comfy. I'll cancel your monthly. Dope boy, who want me? Let me get you high, you'll love this.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. 'Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming at me.
I'm a uptown boy, that girl from Brooklyn. Best eye chick, she know news in them. Cool with him, so she got the news from him. That what's happening, baby, what's happening? In the dice game, who got banged? Who's asking? 3 6s, look around, who's laughing? Point a chick out, they know who's smashing. I take fractions and spend on fashion. I'm all that, I don't call back. I'm more at a Ford that I'm buying all that. 645, the coupe is all black. Tell the bartender to send more of that. Window shop, who's pop? It's simple. I window shop, I buy the window, including the bimbo. This is simple.
So what's your name?
She
H.O.
looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. 'Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming.
You know young and I slide through. New coupe, sky blue, big wheels, interior color diamond. And I'm used to life in the fast lane. Ask about me, I do the damn thing. You know money's not an option. Really, my neck's retarded, my wrist so silly. And mommy got a face like Christina Millie. Body like Miss Kim Kardashian. I'm flashy at cars, I move like a boss. Empire the gang, man, I'm that boss. Mr. Montana, drop head phantom. Might jump out the 6 deuce long for the cameras. I brought in the Hamptons, crib out in LA. G for the New York, then the MIA. Your little mama was hood, and with a G you good, you know.
Me like I won't run up on her. She licked her looks like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that brings this money to me. 'Cause every time it breathes, I feel it coming at me.
That was jaw ruling. Pirate. With mean one. I bet you can take a mean one. Sit on my lap. That's my catchphrase. Did you know that? I only say it once a show. Sit on my lap. Okay. Can you sit on my lap? I got a big dick. I'm kidding. It works. It ain't small, but it ain't like, ginormous.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afura Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RyanHoppe Radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, HAMMERIN Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Why is it that the people at the airport are so rude? We're all human beings that are going to die someday. Get over yourself. Funk that.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
It's you and me and Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Gary Meyer, and as refreshing as a McDonald's Coca-Cola, Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Miguel Fuller from the Miguel and Holly Show, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
No one does real talk like Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show.
I got it.
The other stations are tuned in too.
That's annoying. Yeah.
Go.
Ryan Hoppe on the mic, breaking down the scenes, NBA drama, living out the dreams, X-Y Cloud and stories about the queens.
Dropping knowledge bombs all in on the scheme. Hoppe Smooths, man, he knows it all.
Yeah.
From scandals to the court, rise and fall. Tune in, now you'll have a ball. Hoppe Hour got that shock and awe. MJ to Kobe, legends in the game.
Oh yeah,
big presence, true.
It was the freaking New York Knicks.
He ain't playing tame.
Beating the Boston Celtics. Fuck you, Boston.
Hoppe Smooths, man, he knows it all. From scandals to the court.
And unfortunately, it was Oklahoma City blowing out the Denver Nuggets. Let's hear.
Crazy X's.
I know about Crazy X's. Maybe I'm the Crazy X. Let's hear from Nikola Jokic after Game 7.
Tune the Hoppe Hour, never anomalous. Y'all know the score, but he dives deeper.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
How will this offseason be different for you? Playing in the Olympics clearly didn't bother you too much in terms of a production standpoint this season. How will this offseason be different?
I think Olympics make me even better. Playing with a country, playing with different rules, but it's not really different. Playing with different players, I think it made me even better. I think I need to decide. There is a Eurobasket, the European Championship. I need to decide that. I need to talk with the coaches and with some of the main players. Let's say like that, and we will see. But from now, like next couple of days, there's going to be a lot of beer probably.
Thank you, Nicole, do you leave this series feeling like you guys are still close to being able to win another championship, or what are your thoughts after 2 Game 7s and he dealt with health?
You could tell he's out of breath from running around. Listen to Jokic.
Their championship, or what are your thoughts after 2 Game 7s and I know you dealt with health issues, not you, but Aaron and Michael. Do you feel like this team could still win a championship as it's put together now?
We didn't. So obviously we can't.
Yeah, that team is not deep enough, man. If he's having an off night, everyone's having an off night.
If we could, we will win it. So I don't believe in those if stuff. So we had the opportunity, we didn't.
I love when he just makes fun of the American media because they ask stupid questions.
And we didn't win it, so I think we can't.
Coming into the series, obviously a big
storyline, and it was the matchup between you and SGA, and you guys being two of the top MVP candidates this year. After a 7-game series with him, what would you just say about the respect you might have earned from him, or just your approach and what you think about Shea and the season that he's had?
It's amazing. We played so how many? 4 and 7 games, so 11 times we played this season. Actually, I think we played. Did we play preseason too one time? So we played like a lot of times, we saw him a lot of.
I love Jokic. How can you not like him? Because you're racist. Freaking Kendrick Perkins, you little bitch.
Times, and he's a special player. His shot selection, his shots capability, making his own shots.
And let's hear from SGA. Talks about how he's going to be going up against his cousin in the Western Conference Finals against the Timberwolves.
The Oklahoma City Thunder will face the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals, and it's a bit different for SGA. He will face off against his cousin, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and here's what he had to say in his post-game interview about it.
Shea, you and Nickeil have played against each other a lot now, but just from a personal standpoint, what's it going to be like matching up with him in a conference finals?
Yeah, it'll be very fun. It's like it's hard to even explain. Like, if you know how close we are, he's literally like my second brother.
Those barbecues are going to be awkward.
He's been through every stage of life with me, picking up a basketball to going to prep school to making the NBA. Like, we've gone through every situation together. For both of us to be where we are is special. To compete against each other is even more special. But I am trying to take his head off for sure.
Thank you. What a Canadian personality. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese got into it. Not Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese tried to fight Caitlin Clark. What a bitch she is. And no, it's not because of her race. I don't want to hear that. She's just not that good of a player. All she does is miss her layups so she can get rebounds. And here's the play.
Rebecca Allen, too strong on a 3. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark.
I had it backwards.
Afterwards has something to say as Clark walks away.
Hell yeah, you go, female Stephen Curry.
We know there are always increased eyeballs. And
it's not even a flagrant foul. It's an intentional foul followed by a flop by Angel Reese because she knows that she's not as good as Caitlin Clark, so she needs to act up. Shut up.
Energy and attention around the matchups between Reese and Clark, and Angel Reese.
You're not that interesting, honey.
Is still going after Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this.
What a freaking flop. What a dumb run.
Caitlin Clark dropped a triple-double in the season opener against the Chicago Sky, but got a flagrant foul on this play against Angel Reese. And here's what they both had to say in their post.
I mean, the flop was more flagrant than the foul.
This game interviews.
From your perspective,
fake tough girl. Here's Angel Reese's dumbass.
Just what you saw on that play, how you interpreted what happened.
Basketball play, refs got it right.
Wow, no wonder the WNBA is a joke. This freaking girl's not even talking into the microphone. She's like this. She's answering the question like this. What are you doing?
You got the flagrant. Aaliyah, you got a technical.
Here's Caitlin Clark.
If you got the tech? I know. Wait, what? I got the tech.
Oh, so the girls on the Indiana Fever know how to talk into a microphone, but Angel doesn't because she's dumb.
First of all, let's not make it anything that it's not. It was just a good play on the basketball.
Caitlin wants nothing to do with Angel Reese's dumbass Sid the Sloth lookingness.
I'm not sure what the refs saw to upgrade it, and that's up to their discretion after watching initial whatever happened during the play, and then
you know it kills Angel Reese that she ain't getting any response from Caitlin Clark. She's trying to make the white girl react. You know what Caitlin Clark doesn't do is react.
Whatever happened after, we watch a lot of basketball. It's a take foul to put them at the free throw line, or rather.
I mean, this is literally Stephen Curry versus Patrick Beverly.
Give up 2 points. I've watched a lot of basketball in my life. That's exactly what it was. I wasn't trying to do anything malicious. That's not the type of player I am. So.
Not at all. What's going on here?
The WNBA is investigating alleged racial comments from a fan or multiple fans directed toward Angel Reese during
here we go.
the Sky's game against the Fever on Saturday, a source with knowledge of the situation told The Post. The WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate,
I would hope so.
Hate and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in society.
All right, so there's that. What's going on here?
Details about Michael Jordan's new role as a special contributor for NBC's upcoming NBA coverage are starting to come to light. Days after NBC announced the basketball icon would be joining the broadcast ranks in a shocking move, CNBC outlined certain elements of the nebulous gig Thursday, noting the initial plan is for Jordan to appear in taped segments during the season to provide analysis that will air during pregame shows or halftime shows. How that evolves over time is still TBD. The report added, a 6-time NBA champion with the Bulls and a 6-time Finals MVP, Jordan spent most of his legendary 15
All right, they're just going to go over his resume, and we know it. Now listen. I respect Stephen A. Smith that he's able to pull in a 9-figure salary. I respect it. I get it. He changed sports media for the worse, but people enjoy. I mean, I know I yell on here, but it's theatrics. I guess you could say it's the same thing with Stephen A. Smith, but he just rubs me the wrong way because he's a moron.
New York Knicks are completely blowing out the Boston Celtics in Game 6 and will advance to the Eastern Conference Finals to face the Indiana Pacers. Jaylen Brown even fouled out in the third quarter, and it's fair to say Stephen A's pretty hyped in the crowd.
Making it about me. Even though when this team was bad, you gave up on them, but now they're good. You want to join the bandwagon? Moron!
You see that score? You see that score?
No, we don't see it, you drunken dumbass.
This is what we've been waiting for. We're about to go to conference finals. We're about to go to conference finals.
I'm a drunken idiot. I used to drink a lot. And now how I see how people are when they're drunk, I'm embarrassed.
NBA star Blake Griffin recently shared an update on his wedding plans with his fiancée, Francesca Aiello.
Fancy? Wow, that's some good AI. She does look kind of fancy.
Francesca is well known as the founder of the popular swimwear brand Frankie's Bikinis.
Bikini. And we think AI is going to replace us? Bikinis. I wouldn't mind seeing her bikinis.
Swimwear brand Frankie's Bikinis. The couple has been engaged for some time.
All right, so they're going to get married, whatever. This story is pretty funny, though.
Rudy Gobert is speaking out after multiple outlets reported that the NBA player allegedly asked his pregnant girlfriend Julia Bonilla to move out with their 1-year-old son at the start of the NBA playoffs. Rudy is now breaking his silence, writing to his Instagram story on May 16th, a lot of inaccurate information out there.
You got an annoying baby mama, we know that for sure.
Julia and I are currently in the painful process of redefining our co-parenting relationship.
It means he wants to bang someone else because there were all the rumors that she was cheating on him, but we know it was an equal playing field. They were both cheating on each other.
Being a father is one of the most profound and meaningful experiences I will get to live. It is one of the most important life purposes and will be so forever. He continues, I'm fully committed to keep supporting the well-being of all the people that I care about. I'm asking everyone to please refrain from speculating and to respect our privacy in these difficult times.
Buddy, if you really wanted privacy, you wouldn't have addressed it.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Let's go, man.
back to the project. With the baking soda, slaving over that pirate. I still gotta make quota, so now I'm back to doing what I was doing before I even knew how to rap. What was that? Follow you round, find out where you hide it at. Okay, tell you off, turn around, make you bad. That's right. Matter of fact, tell whoever you plug with. You try to tax me, I get on some stick up shit. I say it's a goal to run in your crib, lay you on the floor, put the pole in your rib. Like you know what this is, homie, open that safe. You either lower that quick or catch a hole in your face. See, around the way I'm known for doing home invasion. All types of grinding licks, nigga, you name it. Bout business, gotta get it, pimpin', I'm bout money. It's what'll happen if this rapping shit don't work out for you.
Rap don't work, it's back to the block. I'm in the kitchen, nigga, cooking the broth. We make it pop, pop. I'm good with the pop, now what it do? We ready to rock.
I keep the paper on my mind, stay on the grind. You never catch a hustler struggling, that's out of line. I'm steady flipping zippers, you flipping dimes. And I bet you ain't with a chopper, ain't precise it in mine. Still cock and squeeze, I ain't gon' talk about it. I treat this money like the fopper, never leave without it. Yeah, if you got it, and I'm feeling like I want it bad, I'll stick his ass up fast for that little cash. Give it up, you want it done right, better do it yourself. The more mix you hit it with, the quicker it melt. I'm in the telly with some baggies in the digital. County in the back mixing up the chemicals. Yeah, if rap don't work, a nigga still gotta eat. You wanna beef, big Ruger, keep a lot of heat. Yeah, keeping my baby mama, keep it in the baby seat. Show money, blow money every other week.
Rap don't work, it's back to the block. I'm in the kitchen, nigga, cooking the broth. We make it pop, pop. I'm good with the pop, now what it do? We ready to rock, rock.
If rap don't work, I ain't finna trip. I'ma take it to the block and chop another zip. Fat rat sitting back watching Dro tip. $100 bills busting out the money clips. Another hit, check the spins on the BDS. I'm a star and they ain't see me on the TV yet. Even if it's wet, I'ma make it flip. Rap don't work, it's back out of town taking trips.
There he is, come on. Hey Mooney, I see you got your buzz up, but if rapping don't work for you, what you gonna do?
Back to the block, baby.
There you have it.
It's back to the block. I'm in the kitchen, nigga, cooking the broth. We make it pop, pop. I'm good with the pop, now what it do? We ready to rock, rock.
Why is it that Illinois had the band Kava and Kratom in certain towns? Can the boomers let us have anything? Funk that!
Doors closing.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Hey, it's Scott Rizzuto from The Riz Show in St. Louis, and you're listening to my man, Ryan Hoppe, on the Hoppe Hour.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
Hi. What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show. Yeah. And you are listening to Hoppe Hour. With Ryan Hoppe.
Did you know that Ryan Hoppe got a vasectomy? Well, now you know, and we aren't even sure why we told you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the land. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
What up?
Happy hour, wake the crowd.
Yeah.
Mike's on fire, volume real loud. Ryan bringing heat like a summer sun.
I got it.
Morning show podcast, time for fun. Turn it up, this happy hour.
Oh, yeah.
Got that podcast power. Syndicated, we go global. Whoa! Happy hot topic.
Another day, another eyebrow-raising image amid Justin and Hailey Bieber's barrage of cryptic messages. This time, it's the Biebs and a bong. Inside his carousel of pics posted to Instagram May 14th. The singer's snap showed fans he's by all appearances prepping new music.
He just looks really mentally ill.
Justin's seen at a piano, alongside mics and sound equipment, and yeah, holding a marijuana bong. Plus brandishing.
It's not 2010. Get over it. At least it's not heroin. Well, maybe he does that, but...
an apparent joint in between song sessions. The 31-year-old and his wife of nearly 7 years in recent weeks sharing multiple curious comments and perplexing pics, with fans now speculating over the state of their marriage. The Rhodes Skin founder posted this notebook message May 14th, seemingly jotted down from her childhood, quote, "Cry me a river, build me a bridge, and..."
They're so freaking cryptic. Shut up and fix your marriage, dummies.
Get over it. Captioning the Instagram story simply, relevant. The 28-year-old followed up with a reshared quote reading, I'm a side chick and I ruined him and Selena. All that hating and gossiping about me and still couldn't stop nothing. I'll be mad too.
God, you guys are freaking 30 years old and you have a kid and you're still brats.
The couple, who welcomed baby son Jack Blues in 2024, perhaps putting up a united front amid rumors May 16th. Justin tagged Hailey in a video of two loving lions.
All right. Weren't you just saying you hated Mother's Day 2 days ago? Shut up.
Whoa! Happy hot topic.
Last time we did Joke Swap, I made Colin do some tasteless jokes, comparing your vagina to Costco roast beef.
Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update revisits one of its most not safe for work moments. During the comedy show's season 50 finale, May 17th, Weekend Update hosts Colin Jost and Michael Che take part in their traditional joke swap when a surprise guest drops by the desk.
I want to take this opportunity to apologize to someone I hurt. Scarlett, can you come out here?
You hurt her. It's a freaking joke. Get over it, honey. God, she got a nice ass body. Nice and tight!
I don't like this. You know, last time we did Joke Swap, I made Colin do some tasteless jokes.
I did.
Comparing your vagina to Costco roast beef.
Yes, I remember that. Back in December, Mike...
Yeah, you know, that was a wicked argument at home.
wrote a crude joke for Colin to read about wife Scarlett Johansson that went viral.
It's about her vagina.
And it appears the couple are now taking their revenge.
Well, the fact is I was just lashing out because I'm jealous. I've never even seen a human vagina.
Wow, that was the joke? That was the revenge?
And notice I said human. Because I once spent the summer on a farm. You feel me?
That was the revenge? Wow.
However, there's no bad blood between the co-anchors, as Colin's bit for Michael then ends with some hilariously heartfelt words.
And Colin, I'm sorry too, because I owe you everything. Aww. When Colin discovered me, I was selling crack outside the bar.
That was the response? Wow. They're terrible. Michael Che won, I'm sorry.
Nikki Garcia and Artem Chingfintsev's divorce comes with a price tag. Citing court docs, TMZ reports May 15th that under the terms of the couple's 2024 agreement, the total Bellas alone will pay the Dancing with the Stars pro $3,500 per month in child support for the care of their son Mateo.
Hell yeah! Finally a man wins in this situation.
However, Artem and Nikki have been ordered to split the cost of the 4-year-old's extracurricular activities.
Like her extracurricular activities. Sit on my lap.
As for custody of Mateo, the outlet reports that the former couple are planning to divide major holidays and trade off each year.
That's good.
In addition to the monthly payments, Nikki has been ordered to pay her ex-husband 2 lump sums of $100,000, one now and another before the end of 2025. E! News has reached out to Artem.
I reached out for comment and didn't hear back. Shut up!
Pedro Pascal told me that I should have an OnlyFans.
Please do, baby.
Could Dakota Johnson be starting a new career? During an interview with LUK published May 16th, the actress reveals the interesting new business venture her friend and Materialist co-star Pedro Pascal suggested to her.
Pedro Pascal told me that I should have an OnlyFans and that I could just like wiggle my toe and make money. Should I?
Yeah, literally do it. I thought about doing feet pictures. I got size 18.
do that?
And while OnlyFans models have gone viral for raking in the dough, Dakota doesn't seem to need it as she's currently set to star in several big upcoming Hollywood projects.
Why wouldn't you want more money though?
However, that wasn't always the case for the only daughter of famous actors Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson. In her cover story interview with LUK, Dakota reveals the financial hardships she faced after high school, telling the mag, "I graduated and only applied to Juilliard. I didn't get in and my dad cut me off because I didn't go to college."
Here's more on that.
Dakota Johnson is getting real about a tough time in her life. In an interview with LUK published May 14th, the actress shares how she struggled after high school.
Yeah, she's got a deadbeat dad.
Saying, "I graduated and only applied to Juilliard. That process was so awful and terrifying. When you get accepted for an audition, it's a 2-day long chorus line thing. You're supposed to get called back for a second audition, and I didn't. It was fine. I really didn't want to go to college." With the only daughter of famous actors Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson going on to reveal that deciding not to pursue higher education was a major turning point in her life and in her relationship with her parents.
Stupid boomers.
Explaining, "My dad cut me off because I didn't go to college.
Yeah, get broke and spend $150,000 that he's not going to pay for. Shut up.
So I started auditioning. I think I was 19 when I did The Social Network and then little jobs and stuff after that."
Proving that moron wrong.
However, Dakota went on to land her breakout role in 2015's 50 Shades of Grey, and
now she has more money than her mom and dad combined.
since then has been a Hollywood mainstay. But despite her success, the 35-year-old says she's never forgotten those difficult early years.
You can't, baby.
Telling the mag, "For a couple of years, it was hard to make money. There were a few times when I'd go to the market and not have money in my bank account or not be able to pay rent.
But then you made it." What's going on here? Oh, there's no sound. I love that.
Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 4 just came
Man, they cannot get anything right on the AI. It's Kanan.
to a close, but the previously announced Season 5 is around the corner. To that end, we've got some good news and some bad news.
I love the Power series. It's made by 50 Cent, and they got different versions. They had the 7 seasons of Power. Then they had Power Book 2, which was about Tariq, and then Book 3, which was about Kanan, and then Book 4, which was about Tommy. It's good TV if you like rap music.
The good Shamik Moore has been cast as Branford Breezy Frady. Fans have been waiting on that one. The bad, Power Book 3 Raising Kanan Season 5 will be its last. Okay, maybe it's not so bad. Showrunner Sacha Penn says this was always his intention.
All right, there's that. It's because Starz doesn't want to pay them money.
John Legend is giving Chrissy Teigen all of his support. after his wife shared in a May 16th Instagram post that she let alcohol back into her life after starting her sobriety journey in 2021. The All of Me singer praised.
God, I can't stand Chrissy Teigen. I feel bad if she's an alcoholic or whatever, but that doesn't mean she's not a bitch.
Praises her for being honest, commenting, quote, "Always proud of you."
Someone sounds a little whipped. You know he's the definition of whipped. She's wearing those pants.
In fact, the support didn't stop with her husband. Chrissy's comments were filled with positive words from her family and friends. With singer Demi Lovato, who has been public with her own sobriety journey, writing, "Your honesty and vulnerability is so commendable. I learned it's about progress, not perfection.
Whatever.
You are doing amazing and I'm so very proud of you."
So there's that. All right. Let's see here. What should we do? What should we do? Oh, what should we do? I think we'll go to break and wrap this puppy up after this. Stop. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Addictive, Street Sweepers Entertainment / Flip Mode. Yours truly, Pat Poos. Let's go.
All your sweet talk, it don't mean a thing. Let me break it down for you, make it simple. I got a question, not gonna ask twice. Were you chilling with a girl on Saturday night? You tried to play me, acting like a fool. Saw you kissing up another girl, breaking the rules. Have you fun in the game? But when you get home, lady, you'll be packing your things. You thought you had the, you thought you had the behind me. But you just give up. Just stop before you mess around. You are everything to me. But sorry, babe. You don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Don't you ready, babe? You are everything to me. But sorry, babe. You don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Don't you ready? One thing before I let it out. Was she worth the problems that you're asking having now? Call her up on the phone, tell her that you're coming over. I don't want to know. Get your lies out my face, take it to your other girl. She can deal with the case. Cause you started the game. There's nothing more that you can say to get me to stay. You thought you had the, you thought you had the behind me. Before you mess around, I'll work it out.
from all the drama. Relationships is something like a soap opera. Cause if your man met you and left his ex-girl, what make you think he won't leave you for the next girl? Caught your husband creeping with the girl next door. It came back like a boomerang, you vexed, girl. Equality is what keep me and my lady standing. So when I tell her she pretty, she tell me I'm handsome. If you and your man had a misunderstanding, let me bone your mind to this understanding. He wants to teach you to understand him. So that's not a misunderstanding, that's a misunderstanding. He treats you like trash, somebody can treat you better. Cause one man's trash is another man's treasure.
You had the best for me. I knew, but you just didn't see. Should've thought before you mess around. I'm just as good. You were ready.
Sing it, baby. Sit on my lap. By the way, Dizzy is a bitch. Fuck you, Gareth. You little bitch. I mean, is there anybody less talented than Gareth Pinheiro? Why is it that people don't believe in climate change? It's 40 degrees in Chicago in May and 110 in Florida. If you don't believe in that, funk that. I mean, seriously. Get the politics out of our climate.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Yo, what's going on? It's Joey Franchise, Poppy Shampoo from Wild 94.1, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with my dog, Ryan Hoppe.
Or with Ryan Hoppe is your alternative. Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is your alternative to the typical morning show with fake dating segments.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
One of Wendy Williams' producers speaks out. It says that her downfall was when Kevin and her went from being a power couple to her getting cheated on and him knocking up a side chick. What a dumbass. Why don't guys pull out? I mean, when you start to feel any bit of tingle, maybe you're banging a girl from behind, pull out and lay down. It's not worth it. As the philosopher of our generation says, Lil Wayne, first you come, then you come to your senses. All right, there's a Bill Belichick's girlfriend has been shunned from the Nantucket social scene. It's very clicky here. Sounds like Tampa radio. Honey Boo Boo is nervous. Mama June will be mad about the Lifetime biopic. I did not hold back. That's okay, baby. It sounds weird saying it to Honey Boo Boo. I'll not say that. It's okay, Honey Boo Boo. Your mom is a pig. She looks like one, and she is one. That's actual audio of Mama June. Shut up, bitch. Lastly, on Happy Hour, I'm so freaking shy now. I know that seems hard to believe because I'm so loud on this show or whatever, but like my family was asking me what I've been up to, what I'm doing. And let me tell you, I am an introvert. I am loud on this show, but ever since I don't drink anymore, I'm less talkative. My beautifully handsome cousin, that sounds weird, Nathan Kleiber. I call him Nathan Hoppe because I don't like his dad. He graduated high school. A 2007 baby graduating high school. I was having the biggest existential crisis there. Here's the audio. There I am. There's me cheering. That's me. That sounds like me when I come. Yeah! All right. Probably shouldn't attach a joke about climaxing to my cousin graduating high school, but hey, this is Happy Hour. And finally, I have a funny story for you. So I was at the Tampa airport when I was coming to Chicago. There I am seeing come. And this funny thing happened. Oh, it's hilarious. Not really. My mom, because she had a free plane ticket and was like, when do you want to fly somewhere? You can fly anywhere you want. And I said, I want to be at my cousin's graduation because I have not really seen them grow up because I moved to Florida and they were at my high school graduation. So I decided like 6 months ago that I was going to fly to Chicago to see my cousin graduate. And I was originally thinking about going to Cleveland, but I'm glad I didn't because that city sucks. Mm-hmm. And my mom bought the plane ticket, and with her big fingers, she put 9993, 99393 as my birthday, and it didn't match my driver's license, and I had to go to the front desk. And I said to the guy so I was like about to go through security where they check your driver's license and then your ticket, and the guy's like, your birthday doesn't match your driver's license. And I'm like, are you serious? And he goes, I am so serious. And I went to the front desk and everything was fixed. But that moment just described my life.
TikTok, clocks a juke, we're playing cruel pranks. Hoppy's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Happy Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shout-outs hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Happy Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shout-outs hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Happy Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Every night like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers silent, I become insane. to an end, like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hobby strokes and jabs, he's our daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the hobby hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The hobby hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over.
Happy hour is now over.
Game over.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night and God bless America.
Doors closing.